Hello friends, good morning to all of you. I am Kshitij Batham and in today's lecture we are going to study image formation by lenses. This is part of chapter number 10 CBSE NCERT for class 10 science and name of the chapter is light, reflection and refraction. Okay, so before I start, I would like to request one and all to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon to receive the future notifications, as well as share our videos and our channel so that maximum people can benefit out of it. So we will start with basic concepts for ray diagram for image formation by spherical lenses. Okay, so before you started learning, I want to tell you that you need to understand the concepts that I had given in my previous video. Okay, that is refraction by lens, video named refraction by lenses. Okay, so like there I told about what is focus, what is center of curvature, what is optical center, what is focal length and so on. So I will directly use those concepts in this video. So basic concept, we know that there are two types of, basically we are dealing with two types of spherical lenses. One is Y-convex lens or simply called convex lens. Other is biconcave lens or simply called concave lens. So we will only deal with these two types of cases, and these two cases are there in your syllabus for class 10th CBSE. Okay, so how is it? Okay, so we know what is principal axis. Principal axis is the line passing through two center of curvatures. When we will see in the first case of the convex lens that when ray of light is passing parallel to the principal axis. When ray of light is passing parallel to the principal axis, so what will happen? The ray of light will converge at principal focus. See, ray of light is coming parallel to principal axis and it is converging at the principal focus or second focus. It will converge at the principal focus. This is the first scenario. Okay, in the second scenario, when ray of light is passing through focus first, when ray of light, here ray of light is passing through focus first, that is given by F. So what will happen? After refraction, the ray of light will travel parallel to the principal axis. This is case 2. When ray of light is passing through first focus or focus 1, so after refraction it will travel parallel to the principal axis. And third case is that when ray of light is traveling through the optical center, so what will happen? The ray of light will pass through unobstructed. It will not undergo any sort of deviation and it will pass through unobstructed. So these three cases are there for the convex lens. All the three cases can be extrapolated in the case of concave lens also. We are simply extending it by using our common sense and some basic concept. When ray of light is traveling parallel to the principal axis, so as we know that concave lens is a type of diverging lens, so the ray of light will diverge. But how will it diverge when it is traveling parallel to the principal axis? It will appear to be coming from the focus, first focus. It will appear to come from the first focus. It is appearing like as if it is coming from the first focus. Virtually it is coming from the first focus. Now second case, when the ray of light is traveling as if it is going to the second focus, so what will happen? It will diverge. How will it diverge? It will diverge in such a manner that the refracted or diverged ray of light is parallel to the principal focus. Ray of light is parallel to the principal focus. And third case, when the ray of light is passing through the optical center. Optical center is the central point of a lens. When the ray of light is passing through the optical center, what will happen? It will pass through unobstructed. It will not undergo any sort of deviation. Okay, so these are the 3 plus 3, 6 cases, 3 for the convex lens and 3 for the concave lens. These cases will be used in our further explanation of the image formation by two types of lenses. We will have 6 cases. Now we will go further. So now image formation by convex lens. So we will have 6 cases. What are the 6 cases? Case number 1, when object is at infinity. Case number 2, when object is beyond 2f1. Case number 3, when object is at 2f1. Case number 4, when object is between 2f1 and f1. Case number 5, when the object is at f1. And case number 6, when object is between optical center and focus first focus. So we will be dealing with all the 6 cases one by one. So we will start with first case, when object is at infinity. When object is at infinity. So whenever a ray of lights, or whenever rays of lights will come from infinity, they will be parallel rays. Always remember, when light comes from infinity, it will be parallel rays, and parallel rays of light also meets at the infinity. These two properties you have to understand in optics. So rays of light are coming from very far place. Let us assume it is sun. Solar rays are coming. It is coming from a very far place. So we can assume it to be set of parallel lines. An object is at infinity. So what will happen? When object is at infinity, the image will be formed at the focus. Which focus? Principal focus or second focus. Image will be formed at the second focus. Ray of lights, parallel ray of lights can be parallel to the this axis, principal axis, or it may not be parallel to the principal axis, or it may be parallel to the principal axis. So in both the cases, image will be formed at the principal focus. Image will be formed at the principal focus. In this case, image will be how much? Image will be highly focused. Okay, image will be highly diminished. Okay, image will be highly focused, highly diminished. Image will be real. Image will be inverted, and it will be formed on the other side of the lens. Other side means on the other side where the object is kept. In which case, when object is at infinity, you see that parallel rays of light are coming at different angle to the principal axis. Okay, so there will be locus of points along the principal focus. That will be called as the focal plane. That plane will be called as the focal plane. When object is at infinity, the image will be formed as at principal focus or second focus. Okay, and there will be set up points like this, and they all will lie on a plane known as the focal plane. So we will move to next case. Next case, when object is beyond 2f. When object is beyond 2f, the image formed will be between f2 and 2f2. Okay, the image will be diminished. Diminished means smaller than the original object. It will be real. It will be inverted. What I told? Real, inverted, diminished between f2 and 2f2. Okay, and when it will happen? When object is placed beyond 2f1. Okay, so when object is placed beyond 2f1, we can visualize this with the help of this ray diagram. So what is happening? One ray of light is going parallel to the principal axis, and one ray of light is going through the optical center. This is going parallel to the principal axis, and this is going to the optical center. Using the concept we had covered in the earlier slide, we can see that they will meet at a point A dash. So the image of the A will be formed at point A dash, and B ray of light will go to optical center, and image of B will be formed at B dash. So we can see here inverted image is formed. Real and inverted image is formed. Okay, and we can also see when we make this ray diagram, the size of the image is smaller than the original object. Okay, when object is beyond 2f. Okay, so this is the case. Now we will move to third case. When object is at 2f, we will write it 2f1. Okay, so when object is at 2f, then the image will be formed at 2f2. And what will be the size of the image? Image will be of the same size as the object. And how will the image be? image will be real, image will be inverted. Okay, and it will be of the same size as the object. And where the image will be formed? Image will be formed at 2f2. Okay, so now we can see the ray of light passing parallel to principal axis and through optical center. They are meeting at point A dash. The rays originating from point A are meeting at A dash, and ray from B are meeting at B dash. We can clearly see that image formed is inverted and real also, and it is of the same size, neither diminished nor enlarged. And how? Okay, and this is the case number 3. Now we will move to case number 4. Case number 4 is when the object is between f and 2f. When the object is between f and 2f. So ray diagram is self understood. So we can see two ray of light. Where the image is formed? Image is formed beyond 2f2. Image is formed beyond 2f2. What will be the size of the image? Image will be enlarged. Image will be enlarged. What will be the nature of the image? Nature of the image will be real and inverted, larger than the object, real, inverted, and on the other side where the object is kept. Okay, when object is between f and 2f, we can understand with the help of ray diagram, parallel to the principal axis and through optical center. They are meeting at this point. Okay, so we can clearly see real, inverted, larger than the object, other side, okay, and magnified. These are the characteristics. So now when object is at focus, which focus? Focus first focus. So where the image will be formed? We can see from the ray diagram that there will be two set of refracted lines and both will be parallel to each other. Ideally we say that parallel lines does not meet each other, but in math parallel lines meet at infinity. So image will be formed at the infinity. Image will be formed at the infinity, and image will be highly magnified. Image will be highly magnified. Okay, how will be the image be? It will be real, it will be inverted, it will be highly magnified, and it will be formed at the infinity. Why? We are having two set of parallel lines after refraction, and they are not going to meet each other till infinity. At infinity image will be formed. We can see from the ray diagram, and we have seen till now that all the images formed by the convex lenses are real and inverted. Always image formed are real and inverted, but in case number 6, which is an exception, when object is between first focus and the optical center, image formed will be erect and virtual. Image will be erect and virtual. We will see in last case. Okay, so till now whatever images were formed, they were real and inverted, but in case number 6, when object is between f and o, so the image we can see from the ray diagram. Here the ray of lights are not meeting each other after refraction. In fact, they are diverging after refraction. So how will they meet? They will meet virtually. They will not meet in real. So there will be no real image. You can see they are meeting at A dash and B dash. Okay, so in this case the image formed will be virtual image. And will it be inverted? No, it will not be inverted. It will be erect image. Okay, it will not be inverted image, it will be erect. And what will be the size of the image? Size of the image will be larger than the object. Size of the image will be larger than the object, and it will be straight and virtual, erect and virtual. So in case number 1 to 5, image formed was real and inverted, but when the object is between f and o, the image formed is virtual and erect. So this is an exception to other cases of the convex lens. We have to understand that convex lens forms real image as well as virtual image, but we will soon discover concave lens always form virtual image. Okay, so we will discuss more in later slides. Just see this diagram. So the ray of light parallel to principal axis is passing through the focus, and optical center it is passing through. So they are not meeting each other. Why they are not? They are not converging, they are diverging. So how will they meet? We will extend it and they will meet at point A. So virtual image will be there. Okay, so now we have discussed all the 6 cases. So I want to touch one more small point. Real image and virtual image can be seen by human eye. Both images can be seen by human eye. Okay, so this point you need to understand. So now we have made a chart for image formation by convex lens. So these are 6 cases at 2f1, between 2f1, okay, beyond 2f1, at focus f1, between focus f1 and optical center, and at infinity. This has been already explained in previous slides. Okay, so there is nothing to be told, just we need to understand that a convex lens forms a whole gamut of images, It forms real and inverted, it forms virtual and erect, and it forms real and inverted of the same size, larger size, smaller size, diminished, highly diminished. All sort of images you will get from the convex lens, all sort of images. Okay, you will get all sort of images from the convex lens. You say a type and you will get it here. This chart you need to learn, okay, so that you can quickly give answers if question comes somewhere. Okay, so we will move to next slide. So we will talk about image formation by concave lens. Okay, so we have learned that convex lens forms real and inverted image and virtual and erect image. But what is the image by concave lens? Concave lens always form virtual and erect image, okay. So but the same image is formed by the convex lens. Convex lens is also forms virtual and erect image in one case, when object is between f1 and O. But in the case of convex lens, image formed is enlarged, and in the case of concave lens, image formed is diminished. Image is shorter than the object. We can see from the ray diagram. Image is smaller than the object. We can clearly see it here. Okay, so there will be 2 cases, when object is at infinity and when object is all other point. Infinity, object image will be formed at the focus, and when object is all other point, there will be a smaller size image on the same side of the object, virtual and erect. Okay, so this is when the object is at infinity. Just see, infinity, the ray of light will be parallel lines. We are taking them at an angle with respect to the principal axis and parallel to the principal axis. In both the cases, images are formed at f1, i.e. focus, images formed at the focus. And summary, we will discuss summary of the image formation by the lenses. So concave lens always forms virtual image, and object distance, wherever you are going to place the object, it will form virtual image. And what will be the size of the image? Reduced. Object distance can be any. Okay, and we will go to convex lens type. So convex lens give you variety of options. Okay, when object is placed lesser than focal length from the optical center, it will be enlarged and virtual. When it is placed between the f and 2f, image will be real and enlarged. And it is placed greater than 2f or beyond 2f or beyond center of curvature, image will be real and reduced. So these cases I have discussed already. Still you have doubt, please your question in comment, I will be happy to answer them. So this is all for today. Hope you like my video. Thank you very much. See you soon. Thank you.